Good morning, back again. I thought I was going to just have a little chat this morning about Slimming World. I've seen lots of people talking about Slimming World and different things to do with it, and whether it's a good way to actually lose weight and whether things like that actually work. So I thought I'd just have a little look into them and see. I mean, I haven't really spent that much time looking into them before, never done it myself. So I just had a little look into how they work and whether or not it seems to be a good way for people to eat more healthy and to lose weight. One of the first things that jumped out to me is, on their website, they have these three main mantras. And the first one is free foods. And they basically have a list of foods where you can eat as much as you want of them, as much as you want, which, maybe is okay if you're eating the right type of foods. But on there, they've got grains, pasta, potatoes, foods like this. You do not want to be eating as much as you want of those foods because they're carbohydrates. They're going to be spiking your blood glucose. They're going to be spiking your blood insulin. They're going to be telling your body to store fat. And also, they're not satiating foods. So you can eat way more of them than your body actually wants you to. So that, firstly, was not a good thing. Then their second section was there's healthy extras you can have. So you can have not as much as you want, but a certain amount of these. Although I don't know how they work out the amount because they say there's no measuring or calories needed, no portion sizes. But the healthy extras featured things like wholemeal breads, cereals, and seed oils, which I wouldn't class any of them as healthy. So again, I didn't think that was too great. And then they have these sins you're allowed it, which are like alcohol, sweet treats, biscuits, cake. But you get a certain limit of sins per day you can have, and if you maybe eat less at some portion of the day, you can save up your sins and have more treats later. Not really a very good way of doing it. I think you're encouraging people to still eat these things which are so unhealthy for them, every single day, not even like just a one-off. And even just the phrasing them as sins is, can have a bit of a negative effect on people. So I don't really think any of those things really line up that well. Now, another thing I saw on their website was they actually offer free lifetime membership if you hit your target weight. So for their business plan to be successful, it's actually in their best interest for you to not hit your goal weight because then you have to keep paying. So that's probably something to bear in mind with things like this. Their whole business plan succeeds with you not hitting your goal weight and you having to keep going back and try again, try again. And another thing I saw was that if you miss a group meeting, you actually are charged a fee. Now I understand that it's good to have some accountability, but, being charged a fee for missing a meeting seems maybe a little bit extreme for that. With their meals, they also don't have gluten-free or dairy-free or anything free options, so it's not really that inclusive for anyone who has issues with that, which is quite a lot of people. So they offered a free 7-day meal plan. So I thought, why not? I'll get it and have a look at what's in there so I can have a look. So I got that. Now, 2 of the 7 breakfasts were okay, were not too bad. The other 5 were either cereals with added fruit on top, so sugar on top of sugar, and one was French toast, again with a load of fruit on top. So basically 5 of their 7 breakfasts are just pure sugar to start the day, which I wouldn't put down as good. Lunches basically had 0 protein in them. They were mainly just grains and some vegetables. So again, not really food that's going to fill you up, keep you satiated. And dinners were a bit better. They had some animal protein in, but again, were quite carb heavy. And snacks, again, were all high carb and pretty poor, really, in what they were. And they also offer Slimming World ready meals. I mean, come on, we all know what is in ready meals, and it's not whole, natural, healthy ingredients, is it? It's going to be a load of sugar and a load of seed oils. So, I mean, overall, really, it creates a bad relationship with food. Overall, the way they approach it, it's going to lead to yo-yo dieting and most people regaining the weight they lose and then having to start over again, which is exactly how their business plan works. And there's probably also negative mental health effects of being weighed in front of a group of people every week. I don't think that's going to be too good for most people. So overall, I would not recommend Slimming World for losing weight.